Hello and welcome to your May energy update. This is May 2020. So these downloads have been coming in thick and fast from source. I feel the message, the main message at the moment is preparation. Really being prepared, and also courage and truth. So let's go a little bit deeper into this now. The preparation part had me really curious. I was full of questions back to my spirit guides, to source. I just wanted to know more and more, and I think that all this space and time that we've had with ourselves, sitting out in nature and really consciously recalibrating back to our own truth, has us all so full of amazing creative questions. And the angels say this is exactly what this time is about. It's about creating a new world, a world where people feel free and feel loved and valued and respected. I just want to apologize for the audio. There's the guy next door is doing some big machine job. There's just nothing I can do about that. I couldn't wait. I really felt that impulse to do this video, so bear with me. These questions will be part of creating the solutions. So any questions that you're having right now, embrace them. They're wonderful. Don't be afraid of the questions that are coming up in your consciousness, okay? These questions have to be asked in order for the solution to be presented, in order for the solution to be created. That's how creation is created, by a co-creator asking the question. So allow these questions to come up and allow these questions to percolate within you, because they are part of what will become the fifth dimensional new earth. Now, the courage aspect there's been times you may be feeling that it's been quite heavy on your mind. Having the courage at the moment to really stand in your truth, to really own your own opinions, your own thoughts, your own understandings of what is actually happening at this pandemic, historic time in our lives. And it's very important moving forward, and the angels were very clear with me about this, that the truth, my source truth, which will be your source truth, whatever. So this relates to you tuning into your source truth, okay? Not mine, yours. But they said this to me. That's so important, that moving forward, that whatever is asked, whatever is demanded or enforced, that I find a way of taking care of my truth within that. Now, this may not make much sense, but just this is how they translated this download to me. Many of us are aware that there are other agendas being exposed. There is massive exposure. And I've been getting, especially on the 1st of May, that morning, I got a very clear message that there was going to be a big reveal, that things were going to, revelations, that word revelations, reveal, exposure, truth coming up to the surface, These have been messages that I've been getting for weeks now, for weeks on end. And as I said, some days feeling very intense, very heavy about it, feeling the weight of that, but then getting back into alignment, getting back into balance, and realizing that the power that we have in this together is to stand in our own truth and is to know that we are free. We are born free, and freedom is intrinsic, it is innate, it is instinctual, and nobody can interfere with that. And when you know this, when you, beyond believing it, when you actually know it, you are completely free, and you're free of those fears. You're free of those doubts, those insecurities. And I said in the previous video, and many of you concurred, that there was an air of fear. There was an air of really doubting one's work, one's mission, and why you're here, what's it all about. And that was part of this quarantine time, so that we could really get back to stripping away the layers that we've put on top of our truth, and actually getting back to revealing the true seed, the true spark of our true creative potential. And part of this, as starseeds, as shamans and teachers, is to stand in your power, in your courage. This is a time where you will be called to have great courage. And this applies to the rest of, like, we're talking way down the end of 2020 into 2021. In fact, this will probably apply more as we move towards the end of the year. That's what I'm being told. But it starts now. We must start as we mean to go on. So, understanding that you get to choose what energies, what vibrations you expose yourself to. Are you exposing yourself to really heavy, dense, negative footage, information, media? That's a choice, and it's going to have an impact on your well-being. So you can re-choose that, and you can decide that you are only going to watch and partake in an exchange of information that is true and feels right in your body, feels right for you. And you'll know that because we know when we're watching something that doesn't resonate, that is going to cause us later stress or pain. We feel it in our bodies, we feel it in our solar plexus. Our bodies tell us when we are engaging in something that's not for us and that's not for our highest good. And I've done many videos on this topic before, but it's especially pertinent at this time, like incredibly important at this time, because there is such a overload of all different perspectives at the moment. And for some people that they just feel they're drowning in that. But you have to remember that you're free to choose. You're free to decide if something is true for you or not. And whatever is asked of you, whatever is being pushed from an agenda that you feel is not in alignment, is not truthful, and does not resonate with the cells in your body, with your being, you have a right, using your discernment, to turn the other cheek and look in another direction. You have a right to turn the other cheek and look at what does work for you and what is your truth and what does feel righteous and resonates in your vibration. You may have experienced, or you may be about to experience, an opportunity with another soul, someone that you're close to, someone who you trust, who is going to challenge your trust, who is going to push the boundaries out of what is good for you, what feels right for you. You might be finding again, this can be family, friends, it can be a loved one, it could be colleagues, but it's people that it's someone, or it's a group of people that you absolutely love, and you want to trust them, and maybe you do really trust them, but they are going to challenge your courage. They're going to challenge your truth. And it's an opportunity, I'm being told, for you to stand tall in your truth and be able to say, this is my space, this is my energy field, and this is what's right and what feels good to me. And I love you, but you do not get to say, you do not get to control how I perceive the world and how I am connected and how I am in alignment. That is my personal choice. That is the freedom that I was born with. And they may try to bamboozle you with facts and figures and statistics and papers and articles and all that information overload. And it's an opportunity for you to reconfirm you're standing safe in your power. That's what it is. It's an opportunity for you to reflect on any leftover scabs or wounds that relate to your power, that relate to your courage, and relate to your confidence in staying in your energy field and staying in alignment with the choices that are your truth. So some of you have experienced this already. I can feel that. There's been a push-pull. There's been, an extreme challenge of you don't get to, somebody saying, this is black, this is white, this is how this is, and this is how that is. And if you don't see it that way, you're wrong. There's a lot of that going on right now in the collective consciousness. And that's because there has been a split into different factions of Gaia, into different timelines, into different energetic expressions of what Earth is. And part of where you end up on that timeline is stemming from how you hold your power, how you stay true to you inside your energy field, and how you focus at this time. And in previous videos, I've mentioned focus so many times. It's so vital at this time, because we are literally moment by moment right now creating how this will all pan out. And you are creating which version of that you will land in. So it's very important that you tend to your work, that you tend to your solar plexus, your heart chakra, your base, your sacral, your throat, your middle eye, your crown. It's so important that you tend to your inner being's garden, so to speak. And any weeds there that need to be uprooted, this is the time to do it. It's important that you trust this process. This will be a healing journey for many of you. It will be uncomfortable as your courage is questioned and as your courage is doubted. But I'm here to assure you that you do have the courage. You are a soul that came here awake and knowing. And if you didn't come here awake, the amnesia was lifted at some point, because you wouldn't be here connecting and resonating with those of us on this video. So I know that you have a really high consciousness, or you wouldn't be part of this group we have. So I want to say don't be afraid. There's nothing scary here. It may be inconvenient, uncomfortable. It could even be very painful. You know, it could bring up a lot of hurt and a lot of old adolescent or childhood wounds. But it's a chance for you to reaffirm, to recalibrate, and to re-strengthen your commitment to your spiritual perspective, your spiritual lifestyle, and your loving nature. So that's what this is about. I really hope this was helpful. You will see as you come out the other side of this process that there is a drastic clearing in your energy field and also in the other person's energy field. And part of this process will be you teaching the other person that they don't get to manipulate or control how you see things, that their agenda has nothing to do with your loving vibration, and that when you actually boil it down, you will notice that their agenda is stemming from a root of fear, that there could be jealousy at the root, there could be anger and a feeling of they're just lacking attention, but you will see that whatever branches come from that, the root is fear. It's fear. It's a fear of them feeling like they're not enough, or they're not in a loving frequency with themselves. And it's like fear loves company, you know, misery loves company, because fearful energy pushes people away. It's segregative. Love is integrative. It brings us together. So you standing in your courage, in your loving space, will actually teach them how to do the same. And you'll actually be doing your greatest spiritual work by being an example of someone who is courageously standing strong in their power. So that's going to be the outcome of this exchange. That will be that and so much more, you know, collectively and personally for you is going to evolve from that experience. So please don't be afraid to go through this. This is a river of change time. Don't be afraid to walk through the muddy water, because I promise you, as you keep going through and you're strong in love and you're strong, you know, you stay calm with this experience, stay strong and stay clear. And when you do that, you will see the water at your waist starts to clear. Everything will just, that muddy water will clear right up, and it will be like Paradise Island water. It will be like the shores of a beautiful tropical island, because you will have cleaned up the energy, the vibrations in yourself, and therefore reflecting that to the other person or the other group that's challenging your courage, your loving perspective of this earth that we grace and that we are visitors upon. If you found this helpful, if you found this message resonates, if you've already gone through this, please leave a comment below. I love reading your comments. Please like this video and subscribe and share. That always helps me out. And I will look forward to communicating with you soon. Love to you.